Yeah, namaste. How are you?
Fine, fine.
So, very
So
nice.
we will start now. Already it is already late.
Yes, yes.
10 late. So I welcome Dr. Sajad.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
Welcome
so I'm yes
fifth
without
program, Faculty Development Center organized this research methodology program organized by Faculty Development Center, Mizoram University. Today, the Maladri Pacha will deliver the speech or the his lecture on research methodology. I welcome to all the participants also who will in this program. So far 52 are joined. Hope they all will join later. So I welcome also all the participants and Dr. Maladri Pacha. I request to Dr. Sajad to introduce Dr. Maladri Pacha.
Sir, how
sure,
many,
sir.
how many are registered, sir?
Yes, yes, 138.
Oh, wonderful.
Good afternoon, sir, Maladri sir,
Good
and this is
afternoon.
Dr. Sajad, and I'm formally welcoming you to the Faculty Development Program conducted by Faculty Development Center. And to the participants, I would like to at least introduce Professor Maladri Pacha. Dr. Maladri Pacha has obtained his doctorate in commerce in 1991 from Venkateshwara University and has served as a principal of a college at Osmania University and Rayalaseema University. And he has also served as a director research and development in JNTUH Engineering College. He has almost 33 years of experiences of teaching, research, administration, training, and consultancy. And he is a peer team member of NAC also. His current research interests include CRM, banking, marketing, finance, rural development, human resource management, entrepreneurial development, strategic management, and so on. Dr. Pacha has received Senior Fellowship Award from ICSSR and is presently an ICSSR Fellow at Center for Economic and Social Studies, Hyderabad. He has also served as inspecting authorities appointed by the Ministry of Minority Affairs, Government of India, to conduct inspection of the NGOs, institutions, skill development centers across the country for 2 years. He has also received several outstanding awards for his academic achievement, and he was in 2008 was selected as a best teacher awardee from the government of Andhra Pradesh. A prolific writer, Dr. Maladri has authored 6 books, 141 research papers, 100 national and international seminars and conferences, 11 PhDs, 14 MPhils, and has reviewed more than 3,000 articles for the international peer research journals. He is also an on the board of International Editorial Advisory Board as a member in 353 international peer-reviewed journals, including a Scopus indexed journals from Canada, USA, UK, Taiwan, Czech Republic, Italy, Turkey, Dubai, Philippines, Australia, Bangladesh, Romania, Pakistan, Kenya, Iran, and so on. He also served as a program officer of National Services Scheme for 5 years, and today Dr. Maladri Pacha is among us, and he is going to talk about selecting a right journal and writing a good reference. So welcome to this faculty development program, sir, and over to you now directly, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Sajjad Ahmad. A nice introduction about me. And at the outset, I'm also thankful to Professor Loknath Misra. Really, for the last 5 days, what I observed, many programs, very, very qualitative. I think really the participants are very, really lucky. All must be thankful to Professor Misra ji. Very nice. Now, I wanted to share my research experience and I wanted to share my experience as a member editorial board for 350 international journals published from 50 countries. Now, I will focus on how to select a journal and writing good references. Before that, I wanted to brief you some of the issues relating to journals. As a matter of fact, writing an article and publishing an article is the last stage of research work, because after writing the research article, it is probably it is a shortest and less expensive. In fact, it is a most important process because the published article usually the only lasting record of your research. No doubt, if you writing a research paper is an art. You being an author, every faculty member is supposed to conduct an empirical study, or you can write a conceptual framework related, and finally you are supposed to select a good journal for publishing your research paper. Unfortunately, many authors, many faculty members may successfully write the article, but they are not able to select the good journal. That is the thrust of the problem now. Many years, sometimes maybe 2 months or 3 months, it takes a lot of time for selecting good journal. The article is ready. You have conducted a wonderful study. You have prepared, you have analyzed the data, you have interpreted the data, you have given wonderful suggestions. Article is ready. But the problem is you may not be able to select good journal. Now, I will brief you. I think I will motivate you to do all the things and how you will select the journal, good journal, and also writing good references. Now, with my presentation document, I will share the document now, and then please give 1 minute. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you. So today's wonderful topic assigned by the director is a wonderful choice. I feel proud to say some of my a few things and share my experience with the faculty members who are in the room. Now, I would like to say something about what is the need to publish research papers. I have divided into two types. One reason is financial and another is non-financial. What are the financial aspects? Why you need to publish research papers? Because being every majority of the faculty member may think that my job is to attend the classwork and ran away to the home. What about writing research papers? What about indulging your activities towards research? That is most important. So one by one, I will explain you. First one is placement. Yes, if you want to get a good position in academic as a faculty member or any post in academic side, definitely you need to publish research papers. That is a dire need. If you publish more papers, definitely you will get selection. Next, promotion. You know about APA score. If you want to get promotion from assistant professor to associate professor, definitely you need to publish more and more papers so that your APA score will be increased. And next, sanction of research project. Yes, if you want to get project from any agency, any funding agency, what they do, they check your profile. What is your profile? How many articles you have published? How many books you have published? Such information, they will check it up. So based upon your profile, your project will be sanctioned. Unless you publish a few papers, few articles, research articles, or maybe empirical articles, definitely you will be given top priority for selection as a project funding. Next, fellowships. As you are aware, there are, if you are good at, if you are good at research, if you are good at writing research papers, definitely there are wonderful opportunity to get, like fellowships, like doctoral fellow or doctoral fellows and postdoctoral fellows, senior fellow. If you can take the case of ICSSR senior fellow, or any other fellowships from Ministry of Science and Technology, DST, or many other agencies, they are offering very good number of fellowships. If you want fellowship, definitely you are supposed to publish good number of papers. Even UGC Emeritus Fellow, even UGC Emeritus Fellow, that also to be selected based upon your performance, yeah, for how you have published the research work, and how you have credentials, that will be checked with your CV. Next, financial rewards. It is quite interesting to note that many engineering colleges, many business schools, or many academic institutions are providing financial rewards. Those who publish research papers in Scopus Index journal. I will quote one example in Hyderabad city. A few engineering colleges, a reputed engineering colleges, are paying 20,000 rupees for the faculty members who are publishing research papers in Scopus Index journals. So in a way, an academician may motivate to publish more and more papers, and it also reflected the prestige of the institution. That's why many academic institutions are coming forward to pay some financial rewards. Next, I will go to non-financial matters. Institutional ranking. NIRF, National Ranking Framework, that rank will also be given based upon the publications published by the academicians. The total number of academicians working in an organization, they are supposed to publish the articles. They will see the number of articles that will be calculated for providing a rank. Even NAC also, even NBA also, whenever they visit your institution, they will see the profile of academicians, popularity and reputation. Yes, definitely. If you can publish papers in good journals, definitely you will get a good popularity. You will get a good reputation. Next, contacts. Definitely, you will have more and more contacts. Once you will get good contacts, you will cherish your goals at high level in making several associations, several academic associations, several research associations. That will help you for your growth. Next, analytical skills. Definitely, your analytical skills will also be improved, because when you conduct a research study, definitely you how to collect the information at grassroots level, how to tabulate the information, how to interpret the information. Such a wonderful experience you will get it. Definitely, it increases your analytical skills. As you are aware, even for thesis submission, for PhD thesis submission, you are supposed to publish 2 articles. That is a UGC mandatory. UGC has a stipulation that every PhD scholar who submit his thesis, definitely is supposed to publish 2 research papers in UGC Care List or Scopus Index or Web of Science. Next, improving knowledge. Yes, definitely you will be improved a lot of knowledge, because research is a knowledge. See, you are always searching new things. You are always referring any book, many number of books, journals, online, offline, whatnot. So therefore, you will get more and more knowledge. Once you enter into internet, you will go around the world. you can refer many journals. You can have many ideas. Many ideas are generated. So ultimately, your knowledge will be improved by writing research papers. Writing research papers, what I can say that it is nothing but itching. Once you are once you are habituated to write papers, definitely you are going on writing papers. Next, finally, which is not this is not but not least, being an academician, it is having your social responsibility to disseminate your research inferences to the society. How? How you may be able to provide your inputs only through publication of your article in journal. So through journal only it is possible, so that the policy makers may make use of your inputs for better decisions. So ultimately, why you are conducting studies? It is only for society. Please think. Always think about the social responsibility. Next. So this is all how you need to publish research papers. Now you will have a little bit knowledge about the various types of research articles. First one, original research article. Majority of these Scopus indexed journals or other journals, Scopus, Web of Science or ABDC or UGC, almost empirical based evidence articles are given top priority. Under empirical, you need to provide research methods, you need to provide some results, you need to provide discussion, like that. You are supposed to provide the information, and it is quite interesting to note that 90% of the articles are original research articles which are published in the Scopus indexed journals, or any other top quality, high impact factor journals. Next, review article. Review article means it is invited by the editor. It don't have any methodology. It is only based upon different studies. That is a second type of article type. Next, theoretical article. Theoretical article means to explore new theories based upon existing research. That is called a theoretical article. And edited book, chapters and articles. Say in an edited book, you will be invited for chapters or writing articles. Next, on the same lines, conference proceedings. Yes, you can contribute articles for submission in conference, and the same may be indexed with the Scopus or Web of Science. Next, book review. Book review, say for every journal, majority of the journals, what I can say, one book review may be given. Book review means a summary of newly published book. An author may be interested, he may review it. Just in a 3 page or 4 pages, he may review it about the book, and the same may be published. Next, editorial. So editorial may be the board of editors or the chief editor may provide some insights in 1 or 2 pages. That is about editorial. So these are all the different research articles one should know, so that you can concentrate to write original research articles. Because being a social scientist or scientist, maybe physics, chemistry, you physics, all science faculty may conduct some practicals in labs, and they may get some inferences based upon that. They may provide research methods, results, discussions, etc. So therefore, it is the thrust of the day that always focus about the original research article. So there is a more prominence for the empirical based, most important. Don't don't concentrate on other types of articles. There is a top priority for the original research articles, especially in Scopus indexed journals. Next. What is Scopus indexed journals? You should know, you should have some idea about Scopus index. Scopus is a bibliographic database containing abstracts and citations in academic journals because it may have the Scopus may provide a database and it may be indexed. Some thousands, lakhs of database are indexed with the Scopus. It is owned by Elsevier, which was established in the year 2004. And all Scopus indexed journals may cover different subjects, almost all subjects: science, engineering, medicines, arts, humanities. All types of journals are covered by Scopus indexed. Right now, there are around 37,000 journals available with Scopus, which are Scopus indexed, carried out by 12,000 publishers. And it is quite interesting to note that there are around 69 million records. Records means abstracts are indexed by the Scopus. So therefore, we can say that Scopus indexed means it is a high quality. It is a scientific article, the scientific articles database. Next, Scopus ID for authors, because majority of the faculty members, they don't know about Scopus ID. Scopus ID, maybe it is a unique for the author that will always a prestige. If you can provide Scopus ID in your CV, definitely your CV may have more prominence. Your CV is a great CV. So how to get Scopus ID? It is automatically generated by Scopus team only, but the condition is you should publish 2 articles in Scopus indexed journals. So after publication of 2 articles, automatically the Scopus will provide you one ID. That ID is a web link. Once anybody can click the web link, your articles list will be displayed in scopus.com. So I request all the faculty members, at least you publish 2 articles in Scopus indexed journals. Then you can get Scopus ID. Okay. Next, the Scopus index means, suppose you published 1 article in a Scopus indexed journal, one journal. Okay. In that journal, once it is published, say in an issue, say for example October issue, or you take the September issue, there are around 40 articles published in that journal, in that issue, right? Your article is there. After 2 or 3 months, the Scopus team will examine all the articles. Out of 30, they may index only 28 or 29 or sometimes 30 also. We cannot say. But your article is indexed or not, you have to check it out in scopus.com. Yes. Don't feel happy that your article is published in Scopus index. That, oh, my article is published in Scopus index. No, no, no. Only after indexing you feel happy. Then only your APA score will be given. If it is not Scopus index, no use. So you are supposed to, most of the Q1 journals, Scopus index Q1 or Q2, definitely 100% articles may be indexed with Scopus. Now I will brief you what is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Scopus journals are given rankings. There are 4 types of rankings. 4, we may call it as quartile, Q. Q1 journal, Q2 journal, Q3 journal, Q4 journal of Shimago journal ranking. So SJR maybe they may provide the quartiles. So give top priority for Q1, Q2, at the most Q3. Don't go for Q4 because the citation score is very less in Q4. So Scopus never provide impact factor. Scopus indexed journals, they never provide impact factor, but it provides citation score and SJR ranking. So there are two types of score. One is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and another is citation score. So citation score may be provided to the journal of a particular journal based upon 3 years data. Based upon 3 years data. But whereas for impact factor, based upon 2 years data. So there is a slight difference with regard to calculation of citation score and with regard to impact factor. So impact factor may be given by Web of Science and other journals. The impact factor you can be seen in journal website. That is about Scopus Index journals. I hope you got some awareness, because you need to study about Scopus. Then only you can go for publishing your research papers in Scopus Index journals. Next, Web of Science journals. This Web of Science journals are launched by Clarivate Analytics in 1997. It is having multidisciplinary science, social science, arts, humanities. It covers 250 disciplines, and it is having 21,000 journals and with a database of 90 million articles. It's a great Web of Science. Indexed journals are also very high quality. It is having a core collections. Social science, there is a social science citation index, SSSCI. There are around 3,497 journals. Arts and humanities, like that. Science citation index expanded. Emerging science citation index, ESCI. Book citation index, books, if you even edited books also be indexed by the Web of Science. Even conference proceedings also indexed by the. So far, there are around 2,05,000 books are conference proceedings are indexed. This is all about Web of Science. Next, ABDC journals, what we call it as Australian Business Deans Council. It is purely only limited subjects like commerce, economics, and other social sciences. Like this list was developed in 2007. There are different subjects like business and taxation, economics, finance, transport, marketing, HRM, tourism. These are all the management subjects and commerce subjects also. So the quality of ABDC journals, there are 3 categories: A, B, C. A star, one type, high quality. A one quality. Next, B, C. So give priority for publishing research papers in A star and A. So time to time, the ABDC in updating the list every 2 years or 3 years. The latest they updated in the year 2019 January. They updated, and right now there are around 2,682 journals indexed by ABDC. This is also top and highest quality. Next, I will go to UGC care list journals. As you are all aware that even for submission of thesis, 2 articles are mandatory. This UGC care, as per the circular dated 28th November 2018, UGC has announced for establishment of CARE, Consortium for Academic and Research Ethics. UGC CARE empowered committee. It has many, some of the members, governing body members, and all activities are held at UGC cell, which is held, established at Savitribai Phule, Pune University. And UGC CARE also some members, council members, representations from ICSSR, UGC, and other arts, fine arts, science, medical, agriculture, and other association of Indian universities. Basically there are 4 universities representing UGC CARE universities. Every side, north side, east side, west side, south side, different universities are there. If any journal wants to be listed with UGC CARE, the areas relating to the universities, then through IQAC, a request will be submitted, then that particular journal may be identified based upon their discussions. And there is a Center for Publication Ethics, that is called CPE, which is located in Savitribai Phule University, Pune University. And the inclusion of the journals, I already told you that it is only through IQAC of a particular university. Suppose one journal wants to be listed with the UGC CARE, first an academic, a faculty member may submit a request to IQAC, and the IQAC in turn will send it to the concerned university of the 4 universities. If at all, if you are residing, if you are the locality of Northern region, Jawaharlal University, like that. Next, in UGC CARE list, there are 2 types of journals. UGC CARE list, Group 1, and Group 2. Group 1 journals may cover science, social science, arts, humanities, multidisciplinary, and multidisciplinary means all subjects, and Indian language. And there is a Group 2, sorry, and there are UGC CARE list Group 2 journals indexed in globally recognized database. Web of Science covers all the subjects, and Scopus also covers all the subjects. So all Web of Science journals and Scopus journals are recognized by the UGC, and time to time the UGC CARE list will be updated. Generally, it may be updated every 1st of January, April, July, and October. So recently, UGC CARE list has updated the list. They provided cloned list, and some journals are discontinued. Every time you have to check it up, and then only you can send the articles to UGC CARE list journals. While identifying, you must be very, very careful, because many cloned journals are there. They copy the web link, they copy the journal link, they copy the ISSN, everything they copy. And they say that they are the UGC CARE list journal. So you must be taken a meticulous care in identifying the journal. You have to check it up the website of UGC CARE. Then only you have to publish, you have to submit the article for publication. Next, you are supposed to know about the impact factor. What is impact factor? How to calculate the impact factor? So if the impact factor is high, automatically it is treated as a top quality. More impact factor means more and more top quality. So I already told you that impact factor may be given to only Web of Science journals and other journals. But Scopus index journals cannot provide impact factor. They provide only citation score, or at the most Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, four categories are provided. So impact factor means the average number of citations for a particular articles published in a journal for the last 2 years. So it was revised by Eugene Garfield, the founder of the Institute for Scientific Information. It is measured to rank the journal. So high, I already told you that if it is high impact factor, it may be considered as top quality. I will give you one example. Impact factor for 2019 of a journal, of a particular journal. How to calculate it? The number of citations in 2018 plus the number of citations in 2017. So total citations in a particular journal that we have to calculate, divided by total number of articles published in 2018 plus 2017. Say for example, there are 150 citations. Let us say this example. The total citations in 2018 is 150 and 17 is 150. Divided by total number of articles is 300 in 2018. In 2017, 300. So the total, 300 divided by 600 is equal to 0.50 is impact factor. So this impact factor, how you will check the impact factor? It is only don't depend upon the journal website. You can see journal citation reports which can be accessed through Web of Science data. That is most important, because we can't reliable the journal journal website. You refer journal citation reports. This is all about impact factor. Now you have an idea, a wonderful idea about Scopus, Web of Science, ABDC, and how to calculate the impact factor. You got some knowledge, right? Now, what are the journal categories? As you are aware, each discipline, that means each subject has many thousands, lakhs of journals are available in the world. See, then there is a open access, because there are two types of open access journals and print journals. So it is very easy to publish an article in open access journal. But in print, we have to wait a lot of time, because once the article is reviewed by the reviewers, once the article is accepted, automatically your article will be uploaded on journal website. If it is a open access. If it is a print, the editor will wait up to the end of the month. After mobilizing the articles, after selecting the articles, then only it will be printed. So there is a lot of chance for you must be given priority for the open access journals. With regard to peer reviewed and non-peer reviewed. Non-peer reviewed means there will be no review of the article, because immediately after receiving the article from the authors, the editor will take a decision for publication. That journals are low quality, we can say. Peer reviewed journals, this is most important. Who is a reviewer? The reviewer is an expert, is a technician, a technical person. Technical person means is an academician, majority academicians, PhD holders. They evaluate your article. Say majority of the Scopus Index journals, they had double, that means 2 reviewers. They will send it to 2 reviewers. Sometimes they will send it to 3 reviewers also. That is called a blind review. So after getting reviewers' report, the editor will take a decision to publish. I hope you are all aware about ISSN. Generally, for every journal, there is ISSN. Some of the agencies are considered your articles, even ISSN. If ISSN is there, it may also be considered. International Standard Serial Number. So that serial number may be provided by National Science Library. Any journal wants ISSN, they can file an application with the National Science Library. they will provide online ISSN number and print separately one ISSN number may be provided if at all it is both open access and print. Now, it is important that selecting a right journal. You have some knowledge about the various journals like Scopus Index and Web of Science. Many journals are there with you. But it is very difficult for you to select a right journal because selecting a right journal is an art. That is also is an art because once you select a good journal, you will get publication in a shorter period. Your intention is because every author, once the article is ready, he may not be able to wait. Immediately he wants to publish and see that it should be ready. Everybody like that. So now I will give you some inputs for selecting a right journal. 1. Check periods. Yes. First you have to see is whether it is a monthly journal. Periodicity means that monthly or quarterly journal or bi-monthly or biannual. Like that you have to check it out. Because if it is a monthly, there is a chance of getting application in a short period. That is an intention. Next, check the level of acceptance. If you can see the journal website, they provide the level of acceptance, maybe 20%, 30%. So if they receive 100 articles, they accept 30% means you have more chances of getting publication. But some journals, the level of acceptance is only 2%. If you can say the journal of the Cancer Journal, that is highly, it is having more impact factor and the citation score. So for such high quality journals, the acceptance rate is very less. So that you have to check it out based upon the quality of your article. Next, check impact factor. Yes, how to calculate the impact factor, you know very well. Then you check the high, if it is high impact factor, yes, it is high quality. Next, check ISSN. I am already told you about ISSN. Generally, all Scopus Index journals are having ISSN. That you need not be very serious. If it is indexed, no issue. Check previous issues. Yes, this is most very important. Why you need to check previous issues? Because you have chosen one topic, you conducted in-depth study, you wanted to publish, but what you have to do, already in previous issues, it was already covered your topic, that you have to check it out. If it is already covered, no use. If you send it to the journal, they won't publish. So as possible as verify that if it is not published on your topic, then go for that journal. That is also most important. Next, check average time to publish. Yes, such information may also be provided in a journal. Average time, how much they take time, because you need to publish as early as possible and your tension will be reduced. That is most important. And moreover, you wanted to improve APA score. Next, check field of specialization. Yes, no doubt there is a need of check the specialization. See, you are related to a specific. Say, for example, you are related to rural development. So whether the journal deals with rural development, that you have to check it. So what specialization you belong, what topic you belong, that you may check it up for the journal. Then you take a decision. Next, check the level of the readers. How many, say, who are the readers? Whether the professors are the readers or the common men are the readers? That you have to check it up based upon take a decision. Next, check editorial board. This is also most important because if the board is good, definitely there is a more priority. Next, continuation. Check the popularity of the publisher. Yes, in India, the topmost quality publishers are Springer, Emerald, Elsevier, Ender Science, Taylor and Francis, IGI Global, Wiley and Blackwell, Routledge, Derivative Analytics, Cambridge University Press, Oxford University Press, University of Chicago Press. These are all the top publishers, quality publishers. You check the popularity, then you take a decision. Check the grading of the journal. Yes, I already told you that the grading means if at all it is a Scopus index, either it is a Q1 or Q2, Q3, Q4, like that, you are supposed to provide, like that, you have to take a decision. If it is a Q1, yes, Q1 is a top priority. Q2, very good. Don't go more than Q2. 3, 4, it is having more less citation score. So therefore, give top priority to Q1. Next, check the archives. See, every journal, if it is an online journal, they have a separate section like archives. In archives, old volumes are kept. If they provide more for the last 10 years, 15 years, that is a great journal. That is a quality journal. Yes, that also one of the reasons for selecting a journal. Next, check the predatory or cloned journal. Predatory means the journal says that ours is a high quality journal, but it is bogus. Cloned journal means they copy web link, they copy journal title, and they copy even ISSN number also of a popular journal. Very bogus. So you must be alert. Next, check the indexed journals, whether it is indexed with Scopus or ABDC or UGC Care. You straight away check in the websites, concerned websites. That is most important. Check the popularity that we have already discussed, not only related to publisher, but you check the other issues in consideration regarding the popularity. And finally, check the APC. This is most important. APC means article processing charge. See, nowadays, majority of the Scopus index journals are charging thousands of rupees. Some journals like $800, $900, $1,000. So it's very difficult. So you check the how much amount you are supposed to send. You as early as possible as you please concentrate on non-APC journals. Say like you take the case of Ender Science. Yeah, already we had a popularity of the publisher. Ender Science is a popular publisher, and all the journals are indexed with Scopus. Some of the journals are Web Science, some of the journals are ABDC. So the journals published by Ender Science is absolutely free. You can submit straight away. It is a high quality publisher. So you can send the articles even to the Ender Science publications without single paisa. So like this, you go on taking all these points and decide very good journal. Next. This is the process of article writing. As you are aware, if you conduct one empirical study, no doubt you can determine the title and abstract with the keywords, introduction, and you are supposed to provide a literature studies, say existing studies, followed by research gap. Research gap, you are supposed to provide research gap is most important. Many articles, because every day I am receiving 1 or 2 articles from various journals for review. many authors, they successfully present their existing studies, that is a review of studies, under review of studies, but they won't provide research gap. Waste. If you won't provide research gap, it is mere waste. The author thinks that, oh, I provided 20 reviews. What is the use? No use. You are supposed to provide research gap. What is the importance of review of studies? Unless you provide research gap, the article will be rejected or article will be accepted, but there will be revision. Why revision? Don't go for revision. If at all it is a revision, it should be a minor revision. Don't go for a major revision. See that every aspect should be covered. Research methods, results, discussions, conclusions, scope for the research, further research, acknowledgements, and finally, you are supposed to provide references. Now, reference is the topic for the session. The next item is writing good references. Now, I will focus about the providing good references, how to provide good references. That I will explain you next. Bibliography and references. You should have idea about the difference between bibliography and reference, because I observed that many authors, many faculty members, they don't know the difference between bibliography and references. As an adjudicator of around 20 universities for PhD thesis evaluation, and when I gone through many vivas, it is pathetic to note that majority of the researcher, they are not able to explain the difference between bibliography and references. That is a very pathetic. So, my dear faculty members, first you should have idea. You should have an idea about the references and the difference between references and bibliography. That is first. Bibliography. Citations. Citations means you are supposed to quote some of the studies in your text of the article. You may provide 10 citations. Let us take an example. And you may consult many references, many articles, books, etc. You may consult for an article, you may consult around 20 or 30, many internet sources also you may provide. So all these comes under bibliography. References means cited in the text only. Suppose you cite around 10 citations, right? That is when you are writing, I have mentioned here, when you are writing a piece of work and use someone else's words or ideas, you must reference them. You must cite them. You must quote them. That is called references. Bibliographies, suppose if you take the case of citations, the comes under references. Citations are only 10. So references are comes under only 10, but bibliography not 10. Citations 10, consulted 20, internet sources 20. 20 plus 20 plus 10, total 50. Total 50 are bibliography, total 10 are references, because your citations are only 10. Okay, so I have mentioned here differences between bibliography and references. References are specifically cited in your work, whereas bibliography is a list of all the sources referred in the process of researching your work. That is citations, consultations, and other internet sources. Next, what is the importance of references? Basically, these are the why we are providing various references, why you are providing citations. What is the importance you should know? Because once the author may conduct empirical evidence at a grassroots level, he may analyze the tables, he may interpret the tables, he may write the conclusion, but he might be fed up in writing references. That is most important. What type of importance do we have in this discussion? To avoid plagiarism, Yes. If you quote, no plagiarism. It cannot attack plagiarism. Acknowledge the contribution. Yes, definitely. While referring any information, you are supposed to acknowledge to support your work with authority to work. Yes. If you want to support your idea, definitely the previous work should be shown. That is called that may be authority to demonstrate your knowledge. Yes, what is your knowledge? What is your level of knowledge? Only through through citing many references, by providing bibliography, many number of references. Next, to help researchers for further reference. Yes, the researchers. Yes, why? Well, once they read the article, definitely after seeing the references, they feel happy because they go further reference to enhance the knowledge of researcher. Undoubtedly, the researcher may get more and more knowledge by providing more number of references to make the content significant. Yes, definitely the content must be very significant because all you are providing the good quality of the references to make the readers easy understanding. Yes, how the readers may understand, it is only possible only through references. Indication of the quality of material. Yes, it indicates if you provide quality of references, definitely it is the quality of good material. What can be reference? You are supposed to provide references like scientific articles, books, chapters, articles, conference proceedings, policies, guidelines, official sources of statistics, unpublished documents, web pages, blogs, personal comments. These are all the which you are supposed to, whenever you quote, this can be referenced. Next, where to add the references? Because your citations must be, you are supposed to quote in the entire text, where in introduction, yes, in introduction definitely 4 to 5 or 5 to 8 citations must be given, so that it gives more support for the introduction. And review of literature, naturally you are supposed to provide many references, many quotations, citations, because the existing knowledge you are provided in that part. Even methodology, while setting the methodology also, you can provide, you can cite some references. So you may be also be, you may be differentiate. See, previous methodology, what they adopted, now you are going to adopt what. See, that should also be provided. And results also, you can quote some of the citations. And discussions also, definitely 1 or 2 citations are given. It may be a good quality. Yes, it is a good quality, undoubtedly. Important issues, you are supposed to take a meticulous care in writing good references. These are the most important points which you take into consideration for writing good references. It must be arranged alphabetically. Yes. Author wise, A, B, C, D, like that. Avoid citing conference articles. Yes. Please make a note that don't cite conference articles. May not have good quality. And at the same time, avoid citing edited book articles also. Verify the information for each reference against the original publication. Yes, you have to verify the information, because you have jotted down by referring in a journal. That should be authentic. You are not supposed to write in giving the right information. You are supposed to provide good, correct information. Otherwise, the reference may be wrong. That leads to rejection of your article. Yeah. Next, journal citations are more stronger. Yes, always give citations from the journals only, not from the books. Next, possible web links for articles. Yes, you are supposed to provide web link of every reference. If you click it, the reader may be able to read the article of a specific reference. Matched with the text. Yes, definitely. It should be matched. Otherwise, that also be checked by the reviewer. Technical robustness. That is called technical robustness. Whether it is matched or mismatched. The references are matched with the text of the article. That will be checked. You will be in soup. If at all it is mismatched. Next, cite the top scientific indexed journals. Always cite the top indexed like Scopus or Web of Science because it covers all journals. Avoid self-citations. Yes, this is also most important. Don't provide your self-citations, means you have already published some articles. The same you don't quote the present article in this present article. Recently, UGC has given regulations, a circular in the month, just last month, in the month of August, a circular given by the UGC stating that self-citations are no more value. So, therefore, authors are discouraged. Authors are discouraged to provide self. Avoid excessive citations. Yes. Cite latest publications with the DOI. I will explain you about DOI, Digital Object Identifier. Yes, out of the total references, 70% of the articles must be provided with the DOI link, DOI web link. Then only the Scopus index may come forward to publish your articles. What is DOI? I will explain in the other slide. Use correct style of journal. Yes, in a journal, if you can go through the guidelines, what type of style you are supposed to adopt, that should be important. On the basis of that only you have to provide the style. If you can see these styles, different citation styles, these are all the different citation styles. American Psychological Association, APA 7th edition. Modern Language Association, MLA style. Chicago, Peruvian, IE means for engineering, Harvard, Vancouver, maybe like this. There are different citations, right? So you check it up, the journal website, what they want, whether APA or MLA. Based upon that, you follow by providing citations, the list of citations, list of references. APA is a popular citation style. So, especially economics, commerce, management, and all other social sciences, APA may be given top priority for providing style. Next, APA 7th edition references, formats. I have given one example, article format. Just I will give you only one article format. Regarding book format, all the things, I think yesterday or 2 days back there was a threadbare discussion about this APA 7th edition. So therefore I don't want to discuss again. It may lead to duplication. Just I will give you article format. I published an article in Humanities and Social Science Reviews. It is a Q1 Scopus Index journal. For that, APA 7th edition, as for the APA 7th edition, article format is my name, Malyadri P. dot 2020 dot title dot Humanities and Social Science Reviews is italic, 8 volume number, page number. And dy.org is a link, web link. So on these lines, you are supposed to provide the 7th action. Next. This is a conference format, web pages. And international standard book number. What is international standard book number? That is a 13-digit number. It is, you can, if you want to get ISBN number, you have to contact Raja Ram Mohan Rai ISBN agency, which is the Ministry of HRD, comes under Ministry of HRD. You have to file an application with them. They will provide the web link, right? This is about ISBN. With regard to APA 7th edition conference format, I have given web pages format is also I have given. This already, I think, in previous sessions, I think there was a discussion. Next, what is digital identity objective identifier? This is most important. Many authors, they don't know about DOI because DOI is more prominence. Suppose if you are published one article in a journal, if you want web link, what you have to do, whenever you click your article, when it is opened, you copy the web link that may be pasted in your CV. But over a period of time, when the journal is going on publishing and uploading the articles, your web link will be changed. Once you click it, you won't get the article. Therefore, DOI was introduced in the year 2000. International DOI Foundation, which was introduced in 2000 year 2000. So this DOI, there are different DOI agencies. The journals, all the journals, or majority of the journals may join in DOI agency. DOI agency will provide in turn a unique links, a unique web link for every article. For every article, they will provide one DOI web link. That is a lifetime link, lifespan link. It is a permanent link. Once you click it, it will be open. Your article will appear. So that is called DOI. All the faculty members, please make a note that whether the journal is joined in a DOI, any DOI agency, these are all the agencies. Any agency it was joined, if it is joined, then only you will get one DOI link. If you publish an article, you will be provided a DOI link. Majority, almost all Scopus Index journals joined in DOI agency. They, for your article, they will provide one DOI link. There are, these are all the agencies, cross-reference, DataCite, OECD iLibrary, like this. Last China DOI, CNK, these red marks are related to China-based agencies. That's why I kept in a heading. So, in any agency, a journal will join, and finally they will provide web links of DOI. Next. We had a threadbare discussion about the references of various styles. Styles, already told you that these are all the different citation styles. Whenever you wanted to make a style, because you have already prepared APA style, but the journal may ask MLA style. What to do? You are supposed to have an idea about various various reference management softwares. So with the help of the reference management softwares, these are all the reference management softwares. With the help of these reference management softwares, you can make use of your references by following any style, APA style or MLA style. If you can copy and paste it automatically, any style you want, that style can be converted your references. Okay. So I will brief you about various software references. This is Mendeley. Mendeley is a popular software. It is wonderful software. It is absolutely free. Anybody can in Google website. You can go through Google. You can download it, Mendeley, on your desktop, and you make use of it for reference management. Like Jyotiray, cite this for me. These three are good. The meaning are not okay. You can follow it. And why? What is the importance of these software packages? The I will brief you why you are supposed to use that software. It organizes and manages references. You can organize the references very effectively with the help of the software, and you can get some database also with the help of this software. You have show if you are having a specific topic, you will get a database with that software. Once you registered with that software, next formatting with the citation styles. You can, I already told you that you can format it. Any style you want, you can just simply, with the help of software, you can change it. Sharing with others, you can share the information to others also through this software. Import from academic database. The academic database may also be imported. That means you can download it through the software. You cannot having any specialization. You can simply download it according to the guidelines. You can make use of the software. It is undoubtedly useful. Generate bibliography automatically. Yes, if you type one topic, you will get abundant references which is related to your topic. Use them at anywhere and anytime. Once you have registered with one software, Mendeley, anywhere, wherever you go, you can open it, check it up, update. You can upload your article also in PDF format, and whenever you require, you can check it up, you can refer it. Inclusion of full text papers in PDF format, just now I told you. Networking with other researchers. You will have network also through the researchers. So these are the importance of the references. Management packages. Now open for question and answers. Just 1 minute, I will be back. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for such a good lecture. And we have a certain question.
I hope you enjoyed my session. Now open for question and answers. I welcome.
Yes, sir. There are certain questions, and more questions are coming. First question, Ojit has asked, what is the status of the column or essay written in a newspaper, especially local newspaper in the print?
Pardon?
Sir, my voice is audible to you?
Yeah, little bit. Okay, okay, I will
Uh,
understand. Please, please say again. You
Once
tell me.
again, I am repeating. Ojit has asked what is the status of a column or essay written in a newspaper, especially the local newspaper in print.
Pardon, I am not able to understand your question.
Sir, Ojit has asked if a person writes an essay or column in a written newspaper,
Okay, good.
especially in a print one, what is
Okay.
the status of that?
Oh, if you write papers in newspapers, that cannot be taken into consideration for API score.
Yes, sir.
You are supposed to publish articles in indexed journals
Mhm.
with empirical evidence. That is most important. Publishing in newspapers, local newspapers, is not at all considered. So I advise the scholar or a faculty member to publish the same in journals, maybe monthly journals or quarterly journals, etc., or indexed
Yes,
journals.
sir.
That is my
Yes,
advice.
sir. Right, sir. So second question is there from Kojam Sobita, and it is like how to check the authenticity of a claim of high impact factor above 6.
Yeah,
Once again,
that I already told you that don't believe the journal website. You check the concerned indexed. Say for example, if it is a Scopus indexed journal, go to scopus.com, verify it. Verify the journal, that journal type, search the journal. There is a separate column that you type the journal name and search it. Automatically you will get whether it is a Scopus indexed or not.
sure, sir.
So you
So
must,
next
yeah, please.
So next question is, Amalanika wants to know why there is a need to avoid citing edited book article.
Why?
Why one should not cite edited book article?
Yeah, I told you that give top priority to the journal based articles, journal articles. Why I suggested? Because if the book based articles, there may be the top journal editor says that the quality journal articles it may have more quality than the edited books. That's why there is a top priority for quoting or citing the articles in scientific high quality journals. That is an intention.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
So next question is, Amarnath wants to know what is H index?
H index is calculated based upon the citations of the author in a particular period. Maybe for the last 5 years, how many articles he published, how many are cited. Based upon that, H index will be determined.
And what is the, H stands for?
Pardon?
H stands for, what
H
is
means
the, yeah,
H high
H
quality.
is high quality.
Yeah.
So I hope that this answer, this query has been answered.
Yeah.
Next is basically wants to know what is the future of non-published papers, which has not been published for any reason.
No, if it is not published, what are the reasons? What are the reasons? It might be given by the reviewer. The journal, in turn, if they are not able to publish, they are supposed to provide reasons for non-publishing of a paper. So, based upon the reasons, you can rectify it. And after rectification, you can submit it to other journal so that the journal may accept for publication. Okay. Anybody? Dr. Sajjad,
Sir.
you are.
I hope that there is no more question, but the session was really very nice, and the chat box is filled with all people that it has been a very good session.
Okay.
So I thank you on the part of the
Could you-
FDC and
could you please,
on the part of the participants as well.
Yeah, could you please send the messages in the chat box by mail to me
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
so that I will go through it, right?
Right, sir. Right, sir. Right, sir.
Okay, any more queries?
One more query is can we use a magazine or a journal in API without ISSN or ISBN?
No. API score cannot be considered without ISSN. It must be indexed in any indexed. Otherwise, no ISSN number, I think it cannot be considered.
Right. So we really thank you on the part of the participants and on the part of the FDC Mizoram University to carve out time for all the participants and making it available to us. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.
The next session, yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Oh,
See you.
over to Loknath, sir. So we are taking a break of 10 minutes and we will be assembling for the second session where we have Professor Ahrar Hussain who is going to take up the session. We are taking a break for 10 minutes and we will be assembling back. Thank you.
Okay. See you.